Hey, okay. Last video lesson for today. We're going to do another old school classic song called Stand By Me that was made famous by a singer called Ben E. King. Once again, this is a song that's been covered lots and lots of times by lots of different people, so you will hear it played in different keys. Now, to make life a little bit easier for us as guitar players, I'm going to have my capo here at the 2nd fret for this song. There are other ways you can play it, but this is the easiest way to do it if you don't want to be playing full bar chords, okay? Only 4 chords in this song, so it's nice and simple. And because there are only 4 chords, well, really, I'm going to talk about some of the other things that we can do to make it more interesting before we start the song. I'm going to talk about things that I might be able to do with my pick, or my plectrum, whatever you want to call it. And also some things that I can do inside of the chord shapes with my left hand, with my fretting hand, okay? So, as I was saying, only 4 chords in this song. I'm going to play a G9. Then nice and simply, I'm going to take my 2nd finger off, and that's going to make an E minor 9. I'm going to play a C9. Now, trying to keep my 3rd finger on there as my anchor finger, I'm going to go to D. And I'm going to put my pinky back in and go back onto the top for a G. Okay. Now, the strumming on this, and there is a PDF available, so I can send you the sheet music for the way that I play it with this capo here, and using these add 9 chords, because you don't necessarily have to use add 9s. I could use a regular G, E minor, C, and D. But in this case, just to make life a little bit easier, I'm using G9, E minor 9, C9, and a D major. Okay? Now, the way that I would count this at first, if I'm keeping the strum nice and basic, is this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, E minor. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, C. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And essentially, that is the whole song. That's all you need to play. Okay? So it's quite easy, right? If I'm just playing down strums, I'll play that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. C, 4, and D for 4, and then 8 on the G again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? That's the whole song, all the way through. It's not going to change. Now, one thing that you hear with a lot of these old soul songs and these kind of Motown classics or ballads, these slower songs that play like this, is sometimes they use a technique called a rake, okay? And I don't think we've done a great deal of raking. And it's a plectrum technique most of the time, even though you can actually do it with an open hand as well. And when we talk about a rake, really, it's a little bit like the teeth of a comb that you comb your hair with. You go like that. Well, really, that's what I'm trying to do with my plectrum on the strings. I'm trying to rake through those strings, okay? I normally find when I'm using my plectrum and playing on an acoustic guitar, it sounds really good if I can get close to the bridge part of my guitar here. Because it sounds nice and kind of crisp. Okay? Now, the technique that I would use on this song if I was using a rake, I'd be playing bass, rake, up, up, up. So you can see I'm hitting the bass here, the bass note, on my E string. And then obviously I would have to change that a little bit as the chords change as well. So bass, up, 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 bass, up. Now, if you don't like some of these extra techniques, you can just strum this through nice and simple like it is on the sheet music, okay? Another thing that I like to do sometimes, well, if I'm playing these same 4 chords all the way through, how can I make those sound more interesting? Well, on a G9, I've got my 1st finger free here, and I could do something like this. I could move my 1st finger here down onto the G string, and I can get this kind of effect. Can you hear what's going on the G string there? Or I could even play that sort of thing on the D string. I think for this song it sounds particularly good on the G, and I'm going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can see I've gone to E and I'm using a similar thing there. On a C, I can take my first finger off again and just take it off from that D string. Hear that note change. Something like that. And then on the D, well, I can take my pinky on and make the D sus4 that we played before, okay? So I might do some of those variations. I might put a rake into it with my right hand. I might try and vary some of the phrasing inside of my chord shapes, or I might just keep it simple. Let's see how we go. This is Stand By Me, once again, a very short song. I caught the sun today. I think I've got a bit of sunburn. Whoops. Wear sunscreen, kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stay on that G back to the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, start using the rake here, okay? Hope that makes some sense. Any questions or comments, just let me know. See you later.